Welcome back, terrestrials, to the Quarantine Movie Reviews. In this episode, I'm going to be doing The Invisible Man. Now, I had a co-host lined up. She flaked out. I had somebody willing to pick up her slack and do it with me, but I'd rather her just choose the movie of her liking, and we'll get to that. And then I tried to do it with a co-worker of mine, and the audio and video was choppy, and it just didn't work out. Funny, it was one of the movies that the theaters just went straight to video with because of this quarantine issue. Akila, what did you think of this movie? So, here I am doing it alone. This movie is slated as a mystery sci-fi movie. This to me feels more like a horror movie with sci-fi elements. But again, that's just my opinion. It was directed by Lee Whannell. The budget for it was $9 million, and it made $123 million in the box office. It's a Blumhouse production, so you know it's going to be good. The plot is this. After staging his own suicide, a crazed scientist uses his powers to become invisible to stalk and terrorize his ex-girlfriend. When the police refuse to believe her story, she decides to take matters into her own hands and fight back. And that she does. Very well. I'm not going to give a lot of this movie away because it is a thrill ride through and through. But I will talk about elements of the movie. The main character, Elizabeth Moss, that plays Cece, did a phenomenal job in this movie. It didn't seem like an actor playing a role. It seemed you believe that this woman is Cece, that she comes from a traumatic, abusive relationship. She does an amazing job of acting and making you believe that this person has really been through these traumatic experiences. Everybody in this movie was really good, but I wanted to give a special mention to her. She did an amazing job.
I went to his house today. You went to Adrian's house? Yes. You just walked right in. I found something that can prove what I'm experiencing. That can prove that Adrian is stalking me. What is it? It's some kind of suit that Adrian has built. And it has cameras and it somehow... What?
The atmosphere in this movie is very spooky, very intense. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. The camera work adds to it with really wide shots that typically in other movies would be more drawn in on the person in the scene. But they do that to leave a lot of negative space in the shot so that you're constantly looking for the invisible man.
Are you okay?
He's sitting in that chair.
And they do not give him to you until they want you to see him. Unlike Hollow Man, you could kind of see him, and like Predator, you could kind of see that blurry outline of the invisible character. Not in this movie. Not unless they wanted you to see it, and not unless they wanted to give it to you. And it takes a while for that to build up, which is another great thing. You don't immediately see him. You don't immediately believe that Cece is having these traumatic experiences or that strange things are happening to her. That is a great build up to when you finally do see him. Now, the only issue with this movie that I did have was when the person in the suit gets hit, all the little cameras on the suit make this weird alien, possibly rabbit, I'm not sure, little screeching noise. Almost like a little dinosaur, actually. It was really strange and it was off-putting. I understand that the cameras zoom in and out and that makes noise, but it just, I don't know, it was off-putting. The suit itself looked really good, and I wouldn't be surprised if our military had that technology already. It was creepy looking. It looked like 1,000 little eyes just staring at you. And I have tryphobia, so a lot of holes next to each other, like a beehive or anything like that, gives me the chills. I hate it. That gives me the chills. I hate it. It's not cool. I don't like it. Fuck that. Did I make my point clear? Anyways, this movie is awesome. I would recommend this movie to anybody, especially horror fans, especially sci-fi fans. I think the movie is great. Out of 10 bags of popcorn, I'm going to give this a solid, I'll give it an 8.5. I'll give it a 9. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I rented it for $20 through Apple with the video on demand, but when it gets released, I'll probably buy it as well. I cannot speak highly enough of this movie, so definitely go check it out. If you've seen it, leave me comments. Let me know what you thought of the movie. Let's discuss it. And as usual, stay safe out there, guys.